Cheers, everyone. Ah, yes, I will clear my throat with some good old bourbon whiskey. Anyway, hello everyone, this is Pablo from Style Systems, and I want to take this opportunity to reintroduce myself. Now, some of you, or the majority of you, may already know me, otherwise you wouldn't be here looking at me, right? But you know, I've been getting a lot of questions lately, still getting them, which is, you know, it's shit, pardon my English, the bourbon is already up. It surprises me that I still get these type of questions, you know, like, hey, you know, I want to improve with my fashion and blah 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 blah. What can I do to improve with my fashion, or you know, this type of shit, you know, like very GQ type of questions. So I wanted to make this video to reintroduce myself. My name is Pablo Espinosa de los Monteros, and I am an image consultant. That's it. See you on the next one. I am an image consultant, but what is that, right? Some people get it all mixed. You know, what is image consulting? Because I am the god of style, some people get it, you know, they misinterpret what this is all about. And by the way, I am not self-proclaimed. I did not self-proclaim as the god of style. It was given to me the first time that I went to America. You know, my mentor, he gave that name to me, and you know, because I've been doing this for over the past 10 years, I've been dealing in one way or another with image, style, and all of that, and even fashion too, of course. That's how it all started. So I just went with it, you know, I just played the part, being the god of style and whatnot. So a little bit of me. I've always had this affinity of beauty, aesthetics, fashion, you know, clothes, looking beautiful and whatnot. Of course, even though I was the one that was dressing my family, you know, they will always ask me for advice, and what do you think about this outfit? What do you think about that? And because I loved it, you know, I always loved going out shopping and whatnot, I would give it to them for free. Little did I know that I was going to make a living out of it, right? That I was going to create a company, which is the Style Systems, my company. And to make this video very short, you know, I don't want to bore you with all my life story and all that shit. I made it clear for myself, you know, there was a time where I was doing many things, and you know, I even tried to become a chef. But I made it very clear to myself that I was going to make a living out of this. I had no idea how, and that is when I learned that there is something called imagology. And when I learned imagology, which is the science that studies image, that is when I truly opened my eyes to this whole new possibility, you know, this whole world of possibilities, which is the becoming an image consultant. So image consultant, you know, there's no simple way of saying what it is, because I would be playing myself down, you know. If I say, oh, I'm just this, it would not be, I would not make it any justice if I just say, oh, I'm about fashion. You know, it is like saying to a director, you know, how do you call it, from the opera, you know, from an orchestra. It's like saying, oh, he just plays the guitar. No, you know, I mean, he does play an instrument, but, you know, making it so small, he just plays the trumpet. It would make it so small. You know, he directs all of the orchestra to create this whole beautiful piece of art, right? This whole theme and this whole music. That is exactly what an image consultant does, right? We implement and we make use of many different tools of communication, non-verbal communication and all of those things, to control and manipulate perception. That is the best way that I can explain what an image consultant is or does. We control and manipulate perception to give you what you want. So we change your life, all right? We take something that we take you, a client, a customer, and then we transform it into something different, more beautiful, to get the goal that he or she wants. Now, maybe you've seen the movie The Kid with Bruce Willis. He plays an image consultant there, so I highly suggest that you go and watch the movie. Then there's this other film that I just posted earlier today. It is called Crazy Stupid Love. And Crazy Stupid Love, basically what it is also he kind of plays an image consultant. So, you know, as an image consultant, I do not only deal with fashion. I am not just about fashion. I do not only speak or work with clothes, with the way that you look. It is deeper than that. It has to do with, you know, marketing, advertising, body language, psychology, sociology, many different things. And it is a very interesting subject. So, the next time that you want to, you know, ask me a question, or the next time that you want to improve with your fashion or with your image, rethink all this knowledge, because it is not only one small thing. You know, it is many different things. You cannot say that just clothes will or would englobe the whole aspect of imagology. It is deeper than that, okay? And that is why I created a program, my program called The Power of Image, where it is like a school, if you may say so, where I teach every Friday, and I break it down. Everything that I know and all of the knowledge of imagology, I break it down and I share it. Because on there you will see that this is beyond, I mean, this is not what you thought it was. You thought it was fashion. And even when you think it's only about fashion, fashion is a more deep, beautiful subject than you thought it was. You know, you may think that I'm just, a stylist and whatnot. So please, now that you know more about who I am, stop thinking about, it's just a stylist, you know. I want to look beautiful. So why don't you just recommend me some outfit and whatnot, you know? Why don't we just go shopping? No, my friends, no. It is not only that. One of the things that very few people know this whole knowledge of imagology. But another way that I can explain it, and it is actually part of my story, you know, part of my history. How did I develop all of this knowledge, and how did I came across, sort of? It was this show called Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Oh man, I used to love that show. Of course, I wasn't very expressive about it, because I was born in a very weird family, and you know, I couldn't voice it out. So, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, basically it was 5 gay men who would transform the life of a straight guy. You know, some guy that didn't give a fuck about his life, about the place that he lived in, you know, the protocols, his body language, his grooming habits and whatnot. These 5 gay men, they would transform it because they were experts in their own fields. There was this guy that only dealt with fashion. There was this guy that dealt with being a chef, you know, like what to eat, you know, like part of a lifestyle. Then there was this guy that dealt with protocols, you know, how you should be acting in front of others, or depending on the event or the situation. Then there was this guy who was interior design, and then finally the guy who deal with grooming habits. So, you know, I was dazzled by all of them. I was like, damn, so what if I could learn all of that and create a company out of it? What if I could learn this? What if I could study one thing, you know, that could englobe these 5 different aspects for the purpose of changing people's lives, you know, for the purpose of improving, becoming the best version of yourself? That is how I came across also with imagology, you know, my obsession with those subjects. So imagology is is in a way something like that. You know, it's not only one little thing, it is many different aspects, six aspects to be more clear, you know, six subcategories that include imagology. So, my friends, the God of Style, Pablo, from me to you, I want you to get a better understanding of all of this, because I think the world needs it. Truly, I think the world would be a better place, or at least the people would be, you know, they would be better, they would function better if they learned this beautiful subject. And I know that many people don't even know that subject exists. You know, when I tell them I'm an image consultant, so what the fuck do you do? Well, pay me and I'll tell you. Or I tell them I studied imagology. Well, what the fuck is that? People don't even know that image is science. So, you know, it's not your fault. This will get more and more exposure, and you will be understanding it even more. Because I've had it. I've had it with people trying to say like, oh, you know, the fashion guy, you know, that shit. Because it's not only about fashion, alright? With that, I'm gonna leave you, and I'm gonna end it as I always say. Learn to become the best version of yourself. To control your perception. Because if you control your perception, then you control your reality. Okay? Reality is perception. And if you learn to control it, to manipulate it, to whatever purpose that you want, you can create and destroy realities. And that is very, very powerful. So I hope to see you on my program, my monthly program, The Power of Image. And will get me there. You basically hire me. You know, you basically get an image consultant for an entire month, or for as long as you pay, and you will get me there 24/7. All right. See you in the next one. Become the best version of yourself.